Well, hello there. Today we have the pleasure of talking to Mike Hebert of Harris County Precinct 4 Road and Bridge Department. So thanks for spending some time with us today.
You bet.
First of all, we want to talk about you, a little bit of background. When you were a student, what career path did you think you were going to take?
Well, actually, I started in nutrition. I was interested in the medical field, medical science field, and started nutrition. And with the emphasis on nursing, and then dropped the nursing and just ended up with a nutrition degree.
Very good. So before you started with the county, what was your history? What other jobs did you have before you came to the county?
Well, I worked when I graduated in '89 from TCU, and then I worked a couple of jobs at hospitals as a nutritionist for setting up diet plans for patients. And then I got in the restaurant business. My dad and I opened a Cajun food restaurant and did the restaurant business for pretty much until I started with the county.
Very good. So what brought you to the county?
What brought me to the county was having weekends off. That was
nothing wrong with having a weekend.
Yeah, in the restaurant business, it's 80 hours a week, and so it was my father-in-law worked for the county, and he mentioned something about having the weekends off. So 26 years ago, I went and interviewed with Hinton Harvey and asked him, or let him know, as long as I got the weekends off, I'd love to come to work for the county. So with the benefits and the insurance, and I was ready to start a family and things like that. So that's the reason that we got out of the restaurant business and went to work for the county.
So after 26 years, you probably had a lot of different jobs throughout that time, because there's a lot of different jobs available in the Road and Bridge Department, right?
Absolutely, yeah. I started, out in the field. I was on the Great All crew, and we did everything from weed eating to picking up trash. Same thing we do now. I did that for a couple of years, and then the safety director's position came open, and I applied for it because I had a degree, and I got the safety director's position. That's when Joni Yance was here, and I did that for a couple of years, and then came back to Road and Bridge as a superintendent.
Very good. Yeah. So now, what are your daily duties as the superintendent?
We have about 40 guys that we, have go out and do different duties during the day. We have street sweepers, we have Great All crews, we have weed eater crews, we have crews that go out and pick up trash. We have mowing crews, we have all kinds of crews. So my duties basically is to oversee all that, make sure all that gets done, and be of service to the community.
Now, what do you find rewarding about your job? On a Monday morning, when you know you're going to face a 100-degree July day, working outdoors, what is it that motivates you to get out there and do that? We enjoy serving the community. We do. We're servants. I serve at church. I serve at home. I serve at work. Just over the years, knowing that we also pay taxes, and so we want something for our tax money that we pay. So it's nice to go out and do that for taxpayers and be rewarded for it. It really is. Yeah, because your families and your loved ones are driving on those roads the same as anybody else, and you
Absolutely.
want those to be safe.
That's right.
So what advice would you have for a student? Because obviously you took a lot of different paths throughout your education and your career history. So what advice would you give to a student who's kind of maybe in that spot where they don't really know where they're going to go, and they're afraid of making the wrong choice? That if they start down this path, they're committed to it forever.
I just tell you, if you just need to go with your heart. You need to pray about it, and you need to, depending on what your education background is, you need to just try to stay in that field. And if you go a different route, you just need to spend 100%, and do your best. That's all anybody can ask of you.
Well, Mike, thank you for your time today. Appreciate you talking about the world of the Road and Bridge Department at Harris County Precinct 4.
You bet. Thank you.